Welcome back to Sailing Sunday. Last week we brought you along with us to our first ever boat show here in Annapolis. And while we were here, we also got to experience a bit of what this historic town has to offer, while also catching up with so many of you who were able to make your way out to the show. All while taking care of our little foster Tulip, who also came along for a ride into DC with us to explore the nation's capital. We had an incredible time here during the boat show, and now it's time to start making our way back down to help some friends with boat work before continuing down to Florida. Well guys, the boat show's over. It was incredible. We had such a good time. We were so excited and pleasantly surprised by the turnout. So thank you guys so much who came down and said hello to us.
I'm sorry.
And especially to our patrons who came down. We see your names all the time and we chat online, but to actually meet in real life was really special. We weren't very organized this year because we didn't even know if we were gonna make it. So now that we've seen how it all goes and how it all works, we're really hoping to be invited back again next year. We can come a little bit more organized and have a bit more of a schedule to meet more of you guys if we have the opportunity.
Yeah, we met heaps. We actually had people lined up. Thanks guys, that was wicked. It made us feel special.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that, so thank you. Sorry we didn't get to meet Jackson's. You weren't allowed dogs in the show.
And
so...
he wouldn't quite fit in a bag like everybody who carried their little dogs
I
around.
know. I think merch as well. Next year we should bring that because all the other YouTube channels bought them, but like everyone was asking for them, weren't they?
Yeah,
so
we had quite a few of you guys disappointed that we didn't have our t-shirts available.
For the guys who missed out, or if you guys want one, I have updated our website and we've updated all our clothes, new colors, a few new designs, all that kind of stuff. Go check it out, svsunday.com.
If not, hopefully next year we'll be there and we'll be much more organized with some of that kind of stuff. Otherwise, it's time to go. So let's go. One thing we're getting slightly concerned about is the state of our chain. Just have a quick look at this. All the rust seems to be getting worse and worse, so we're in a bit of a pickle at the moment because we're not really in a position to be buying a whole new round of chain. But I mean, this is our lifeline, so it's not really something we want to risk either. Oh wow, it's all the way back here all of a sudden. As with everything in boat life, nothing is ever as easy as it seems. Yep. That's Thor there, who's managed to snag himself a little friend and picked up some abandoned anchor chain. Too bad the chain he picked up wasn't suitable for our boat, or that would have been some serious manifesting. At least it's holding us in place. Also guys, is it funny to see Ryan in winter wear? We've been chasing summer for a couple years. Welcome to Sailing Sunday Cold Edition. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Now, at this point, we had already taken the outboard off and lifted the dinghy, so we were first trying to untangle it using some questionable maneuvers. You fall in, Ryan. But eventually we caved and just dropped in the dinghy, and after some finessing, Ryan managed to set us free.
I only did it by hand like that because it was a little chain, but...
All right, now we've got that sorted. We're on our way, we're underway. It's time for some breakfast, so come along on this journey with us. Whenever we want a hot breakfast but we're feeling super lazy, this is my go-to. Spinach, feta, and cherry tomatoes is always a hit and takes minimal effort and is perfect for a cold morning on passage.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, just what I needed. Got like 1 foot underneath my keel.
Good?
Hot.
One thing about the Chesapeake Bay is as soon as you leave the shipping channel, you're in crab pot territory. And you have to keep a sharp eye ahead at all times because those suckers sneak up on you fast and in the hundreds. today is to get down to Deltaville, which is about 15 hours south of Annapolis, to help our friends on Salacious Star with some much needed boat works while they're up on the Heart. And while the weather today is looking absolutely gorgeous, tonight is a little bit of a different story, but we're just hoping it'll hold out for us. Alright guys, we're currently underway. We're actually heeled over quite a bit, but it's super calm out. And I've been dying to open these up all week, but we've been super sick. We were given these by our friends Costa and Leah. Leah actually started this awesome company called Blue Water Dog, and it's basically stemmed from their boat life having a dog on board and the need for some higher quality like water resistant fabrics and stuff. So I like things that go with my decor, and so I was super excited when I saw she came out with this stuff. Costa and Leah have a sailboat as well, and they also have a German Shepherd, a beautiful German Shepherd. So we bonded over the fact that we all have German Shepherds on a boat. Woo! We're heeled over a bit and he's struggling. Oh no! Jackson! Oh no! Ryan, you can't stand up on the floor right now. Okay, you can go back upstairs.
Hang on a sec. Wait. What's this?
Look at, she gave us a whole ton of collars and leashes.
Oh my goodness.
Like, I don't know if you guys saw Jackson's old harness. Literally, the leash was corroded onto it, stuck.
Looks like it's aluminium or something.
Anodized aluminium.
Hey.
So she literally designed all this with dogs who live on boats in mind. Look at it, and then she gave us the collars to match.
Oh, Jackson.
He's a spoiled boy.
He is, hey?
So Costa and Leah, thank you guys so much. Jackson's pimped out for the next little while.
I know, he needs to glow up now to wear this stuff.
Yeah, we might have to
this is beautiful.
Might have to give him a bath.
This is Jackson's Lee, check it out.
Look at it. That sucker's not coming off. Ew, look at all the hair too, that's terrible.
Well, he's got a new one now, but like, now he's got better ones. But like, look, that there is what happens.
That's actually embarrassing.
Oh no, this is what I use when I put him in the water because it's his old one. I gotta try and get it past all the fur. All right, mate, let's go. Oh, look at that, Jackson.
Oh, that's way too loose.
Is it? Oh, your hair. Oh, I know. You're so excited. Oh, look at all the hair.
Nice plume of dog hair.
Just blow away. Come on.
Good job.
You can't see it in all his hair. Oh man, we're having such a wicked sail here down the Chesapeake Bay. We've got quite a bit of wind, flat seas, and we're just tacking all the way down. And right now we've turned the corner of the Chesapeake Bay and we're literally dead on course on like a 45-degree tack. Just absolutely flying right now at about 7.5 knots. Now, I did have to trim the sails and play around a little bit because there was a boat coming up behind us pretty quick, and it's always a race when there's two boats. So the boat back here was gaining us, but you know what, Brittni? No match for the Ryan. Hey? Yeah, you know what's up, huh?
You're such a dick.
Or even this catamaran over there motoring. Poor catamaran can't sail on this angle. Just got to put the motor on. It's probably full throttle with two motors, Brittni, but nah, Sunday's no match for the cat either. Hey? Come on. You do have a pretty quick boat. It's not just me. Look, I could trim it a little bit better. The telltale's telling me to tighten up a bit, but 7 knots, baby cakes, 7 knots. I think we're fine. I don't need to adjust that. These guys are blowing them out of the water. Brittni's doing what she does best.
I'm posting on her social medias.
Oh, whatever. You're on Pornhub, don't lie.
You literally got down on your knees to do that.
Beautiful coffee. 2 legs.
coffee on passage, but we're in the Chesapeake Bay where it's so beautiful and calm. It's literally dead flat, so cheers to cappuccinos.
How good is it? Come on, it's magic, isn't it?
Not your best work.
Oh, whatever. Wind's gonna change this afternoon, and then there's gonna be like a bit of a squall come through, rain for a little bit, and then we're gonna get about 20 knots behind us.
It's gonna start raining now.
Yeah, well, that's the squall over there. That's what I was gonna say on camera. You can see, you probably can't see, but it's just raining back there. We put the sails away, and we're gonna motor through the transitional period, I like to call it.
The wind died.
Well, the wind did die. We're going 1 knot. So we're motoring now. Once this kind of rain starts coming through and passes us, then we should start getting about 20 knots behind us, and then there'll be 20 knots behind us blowing all night. So we're still contemplating if we're gonna sail overnight or stop and anchor somewhere. So we'll let the rain come through. We'll see what the wind's doing, if it is gonna be 20 knots behind us, because that'll be a nice downwind sail overnight.
With cold winds predicted to come directly from behind us, it was time to bring out our winter covers. Problem is, they hadn't seen the light of day in almost 2 years since we crossed the Atlantic. And during that time, the clears had become foggy and really discolored. We're going to be continuing to sail through winter, so replacing these clears is definitely going to be added to our to-do list.
They look pretty brutal in real life. I think maybe they look better on camera.
Yeah. I mean, you can see out there, like, as if there's no clears, right? It looks really nice and clear.
It's more the
And
yellow
look out there.
tinge they've got going on.
I actually learned, guys, that when you store your clears on your boat, you're meant to put tissue paper between them if you fold them up. And I fold them up right next to the generator down here. So don't store them next to your generator, because this is what happens to them apparently. It's all the heat that turns them all yellow and crappy.
Ah!
What?
I was checking the weather in the wrong place. It was going down to like 0 and 4 and stuff tonight, and I was like, holy shit. I think I was like in friggin' Nebraska. I'm checking the weather though. It is getting cold though.
What's it gonna be tonight?
Tonight's gonna be fine. It's 21, dropping down to like 13, 12. Tomorrow it's getting cold though. It's gonna be 10 degrees all day tomorrow and raining. So we better get where we're going. Wednesday's even colder, so it's a good thing we've got our heater like charging up to try. We're gonna put that sucker to the test real good.
Well, technically it's not really charging. There's no sun. A little bit of sun
Poor
left.
thing's been thrown into the deep end.
Yeah. Alright, you gonna do a swell tonight, big boy, if you charge up.
So we're not gonna get there until 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I think we've been going slow today. If you had to maintain 6.5 knots, it would have been good, but we're going 1 knot earlier for quite a while before we decided to put the engine on.
What happened to our like, no more overnights, let's just take it easy? I mean, it's gonna be easy, but it's like...
Well, Rick and Lee need help.
We're such good people.
They were expecting us a week ago. Actually, technically they weren't expecting us, because we were going to go to the Annapolis boat show, then New York, and then we got sick, and then we decided to go back and help them.
We're gonna be back with them just in time for them to be done, so we can just celebrate.
Yeah. As soon as they splash the boat, we'll just rock on beers. Hey guys, here for support.
Exactly.
Hey, look at that. It's a beautiful sight, eh? Looks alright?
Yeah? So the wind's totally shifted to behind us. We put the clears on literally just in time.
Yeah, just in time.
And thank goodness, because if we didn't, it would be so uncomfortable and cold in here. We've got a couple gaps, and you can feel the wind coming through, right? It's trying to block them all. So we're getting ready for the night. We've actually just double read.
Okay, so as you can tell, our audio here has absolutely failed, so I'll quickly explain what's going on. Basically, as the wind started to pick up, we began surfing at over 9.5 knots, so we had to power down, and we wanted to do it before the sun went down, just in case the winds were heavier than predicted. And at this speed, we were set to arrive between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning.
Then every once in a while, when we really start going, it says we'll be there at 1 a.m. I'm watching the David Beckham documentary. What are you doing, Ryan? Ryan's checking the weather.
As the sun went down, the weather really began to pick up. And for anybody who knows the area, you know just how nasty the Chesapeake can get in high winds. So we put the cameras down and decided to make a last-minute diversion to ride out the weather.
Alright guys, we didn't make it. We're actually sitting here in a little bay somewhere around the point. So there's some waves crashing in the distance still. I don't know if you guys can see, but on the other side of that point is Chesapeake Bay, and this is just like a river. We got Virginia over there. We got Maryland back here. I know, buddy. Jackson wants to go for a run on the beach. Hey mate, can you go for a run on the beach? Hey? Poor little thing. So we pulled in around the point here last night because things got hectic. We ended up with about 40 knots of wind last night and just breaking waves at about 2 seconds apart, 2.5 seconds apart apparently. But they were just slamming into us, and it felt like every time a wave would come, it was like a boat just running into the side of us, and it just jolted everything. We had the head sail reefed about 8 times, and I'm just gonna unfurl it and furl it back up again properly now because it's really tight. Trying to reef that with those winds sucks. But I guess like the main thing about it was it's only about 10 meters deep through there where we were, between 6 and 10 meters deep in the Chesapeake. So it was just terrible. It was so bad. The waves are just so short, so steep, and they're just slamming into the side of us. So we couldn't continue on last night. We probably would have stayed strapped in and just kept going if it was just Brittni and I, maybe. We are still sick, so that wasn't good either. But it was scaring Jackson, so we decided to pull in. We made it, and it was so nice that we did. But now we're gonna go back out there. It's meant to die down this morning, about 15 knots, which would be really nice. The swell should be gone because it was really just wind fetch from the 45 knots. So there are breaking waves out there, but there's a bit of a point. Once we get past the point, it should be fine. So let's try this again. Hopefully things are better. The only boats out last night were us and some container ships. So maybe we didn't make the right decision last night. But Rick and Lou, we're coming for you.
This is our version of being on watch at the moment because the wind's coming from behind us, so it's actually really comfortable to just sit here. There's no wind coming forward. I just sit here and watch the world. Hey? Just sit here and watch the world. Hey? It's bloody cold.
Alright, if you like the videos, please subscribe. Fell off the couch. Like and subscribe.